What if the vegetables you're eating every day are silently plotting your heart's downfall? Seniors over 60, your heart is a warrior, beating billions of times to carry you through life's joys. But the wrong foods could be its undoing, spiking your blood pressure, clashing with medications, or inviting deadly infections. I'm Dr. Bennett, a cardiologist who's seen too many seniors lose their vitality, not from age, but from trusting heart-harming vegetables. This video from Quality Senior Living is your urgent wake-up call to safeguard your pulse and dose. Thrive past 80. If you ignore this, you risk missing truths that could save you from a stroke, a fall, or worse. We'll reveal 5 vegetables you must stop eating or prepare differently, and share heart-safe swaps to keep you strong. Stay until the end, because the final vegetable's hidden threat could be in your kitchen now, and its solution will transform your health. Hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell. By watching, you'll gain clear actions to banish these dangers and fortify your heart. Don't let one bite steal your future watch now, or risk your heart's next beat. Number 1. Raw spinach. A blood thinner saboteur. What if your healthy spinach smoothie is secretly plotting against your heart's lifeline? At 67, Evelyn, a retired piano teacher, blended raw spinach daily, convinced it fortified her vitality. But a near-fatal stroke scare, her vision blurring mid-recital, revealed her heart medication was faltering. Seniors, raw spinach isn't the superfood you revere. It's a stealthy saboteur, undermining blood thinners like warfarin. A 2024 Journal of Cardiology study shows its high vitamin K1 content promotes clotting, counteracting medications for atrial fibrillation or stroke survivors, risking deadly clots. Evelyn's salads weren't nurturing. They were endangering her piano silent. Your heart, a steadfast guardian, deserves allies, not betrayers. The brutal truth? Even consistent spinach intake can disrupt INR levels, leaving you vulnerable. Without warning, you might feel fine, but your blood's thickening unnoticed until a clot strikes. You're here to thrive, not teeter on disaster. Comment 1 below if you're rethinking spinach. Swap for sautéed Swiss chard. Cook with garlic and lemon. It's low vitamin K, supporting your heart safely. Pair with a memory of a cherished melody to lift your soul. Evelyn now sautés chard, her blood tests stable, her fingers dancing on keys again. This isn't sacrifice. It's reclaiming your rhythm. Dr. Ann Curtis, a cardiologist, warns, excess raw spinach can neutralize life-saving drugs, inviting catastrophe. Keep eating it unchecked, and you're rolling the dice with your next heartbeat. Now that we've unmasked raw spinach's threat, let's expose another vegetable tightening your arteries with every bite. Number 2. Canned beets. A sodium trap tightening your arteries. Ever savored canned beets, thinking their ruby glow signals heart health, only to feel your legs swell? At 69, Harold, a retired carpenter, piled canned beets onto his dinner plate, proud of his healthy choice, until breathlessness and puffy ankles halted his workshop projects. Seniors, canned beets aren't the heart allies you believe. They're sodium traps strangling your arteries. A 2023 hypertension study reveals a half cup harbors up to 500 milligrams of sodium, spiking blood pressure and burdening aging kidneys, especially for those with hypertension. Their preservatives inflame digestion, causing bloating that saps your energy. Harold's nightly beets weren't strengthening him. They were choking his heart, his hammer still. Your pulse, a relentless warrior, deserves freedom, not confinement. The harsh reality? Sodium overload from canned beets stiffens arteries, inviting heart failure without fanfare. You might blame fatigue on age, but your plate's the silent culprit, tightening your vitality's leash. You're here to live boldly, not gasp through your gaze. Comment 2 below if you're ditching canned beets. Swap for fresh roasted, Beets bake with rosemary and olive oil, their natural nitrates easing blood flow. Share a meal with a loved one to warm your soul. Harold now roasts beets, his swelling gone, crafting wooden toys again with steady hands. This isn't loss. It's reclaiming your strength. Dr. Paul Welton, a hypertension expert, warns, canned vegetables sodium silently accelerates senior heart disease. Keep eating them, and you're laying bricks for a wall around your heart. Now that we've exposed canned beets' arterial grip, let's uncover another vegetable igniting a firestorm in your chest. Number 3. Raw Jalapeños. An inflammatory firestorm. Ever felt a fiery kick from raw Jalapeños, only to sense your heart racing in protest? At 70, Rosa, a retired seamstress, spiced her homemade tacos with pride until chest tightness after meals sent her reeling, her sewing machine silent. Seniors, raw Jalapeños aren't just a bold flavor. They're an inflammatory firestorm torching your heart. A 2024 cardiovascular research study shows their capsaicin surges adrenaline, spiking heart rate and blood pressure, inflaming rigid arteries in seniors with hypertension or heart disease. Their heat irritates aging guts, triggering cramps that steal your joy. Rosa's fiery tradition wasn't enlivening her. It was endangering her pulse, her needle still. Your heart, a tireless champion, craves calm, not chaos. The brutal truth? Raw Jalapeños stress response constricts blood vessels, fueling chronic inflammation that courts heart attacks, often without warning. You might savor the heat, but your arteries are smoldering, unnoticed. You're here to thrive, not battle your own pulse. Comment 3 below if you're cooling your spice. Swap for roasted sweet peppers. Bake with olive oil and basil, their mild sweetness soothing your heart and digestion. Share a family recipe to spark connection. Rosa now roasts peppers, her rhythm steady, stitching vibrant quilts again. This isn't sacrifice. It's reclaiming your fire. Dr. James O'Keefe, a cardiologist, warns, spicy Jalapeños ignite vascular stress, threatening senior hearts. Keep eating them raw, and you're kindling a blaze that could consume your vitality. Now that we've doused the inflammatory threat of raw Jalapeños, let's expose another vegetable clashing with your medications and shaking your stability. Number 4. Raw onions. A medication-clashing menace. Ever bitten into a crisp raw onion, believing it's boosting your health, only to feel faint hours later? At 68, Thomas, a retired bus driver, layered raw onions on his daily sandwiches, proud of his heart-conscious diet, until dizzy spells nearly cost him his morning walks. Seniors, raw onions aren't the wholesome staple you trust. They're a medication-clashing menace, destabilizing your heart. A 2023 clinical pharmacology study reveals their sulfur compounds amplify antihypertensive drugs, causing blood pressure to plummet, risking fainting or falls in seniors on medications. Their pungent fibers inflame aging guts, sparking bloating. That dims your energy. Thomas's sandwiches weren't fortifying him, they were undermining his stability, his park bench empty. Your heart, a steadfast navigator, deserves balance, not betrayal. The stark truth? Raw onions disrupt your body's delicate equilibrium, turning life-saving drugs into hazards, often unnoticed until you're reeling. You might savor their bite, but your system's teetering on collapse. You're here to live vibrantly, not stumble through your days. Comment 4 below if you're rethinking raw onions. Swap for cooked leek sautéed with thyme and olive oil, their gentle flavor stabilizing pressure and soothing digestion. Share a meal with a neighbor to nurture your soul. Thomas now cooks leeks, his walk steady, his laughter echoing again. This isn't loss. It's reclaiming your footing. Dr. John Day, a cardiologist, warns, raw onions can turn medications into dangers, threatening senior stability. Keep eating them raw, and you're inviting a fall that could shatter your independence. Now that we've unmasked raw onion's destabilizing threat, let's confront another vegetable harboring a hidden danger to your heart. Number 5. Raw alfalfa sprouts. A bacterial heartbreaker. Ever sprinkled raw alfalfa sprouts on your salad, chasing health, only to face a fever that stops you cold? At 66, Helen, a retired florist, adorned her sandwiches with sprouts, believing they were pure vitality, until a listeria infection ravaged her body, her heart faltering under the strain. Seniors, raw alfalfa sprouts aren't the fresh superfood you cherish. They're bacterial heartbreakers threatening your heart's resilience. A 2024 infectious diseases study shows sprouts grown in warm, moist conditions harbor E. coli and listeria, risking sepsis or endocarditis in seniors with weakened immune systems. Helen's clean lunches weren't safe. They were endangering her life, her flower arrangements untouched. Your heart, a tireless protector, deserves safety, not silent invaders. The grim truth? Infections from raw sprouts can inflame your heart's lining, triggering irregular rhythms of failure, often unnoticed until you're hospitalized. You might crave their crunch, but your body's fighting a battle it can't win. You're here to flourish, not fade in a hospital bed. Comment 5 below if you're skipping sprouts. Swap for steamed green beans. Cook with garlic and olive oil. They're fiber-nurturing digestion without risk. Plant a small herb garden to feed your soul. Helen now steams beans, her health restored, arranging vibrant bouquets again. This isn't sacrifice. It's reclaiming your strength. Dr. Michael Osterholm, an infectious disease expert, warns, raw sprouts are a bacterial minefield for seniors, risking heart collapse. Keep eating them, and you're gambling your heart on a contaminated bite. Now that we've exposed the bacterial danger of raw alfalfa sprouts, let's explore heart-friendly vegetables to fuel your vibrant ears. What if the vegetables you're eating today are scripting a silent end to your heart story? Seniors over 60, your heart has pulsed through decades of triumphs and trials, but every bite you take now could either fortify its rhythm or hasten its surrender. As a cardiologist, I've seen too many vibrant lives dimmed, not by fate, but by trusting foods that betray. This video, seniors, I am begging you to stop eating these 5 vegetables that are slowly damaging your heart, is your wake-up call to protect the heart that's carried you this far. You've unmasked 5 vegetables: raw spinach, canned beets, raw jalapeños, raw onions, and raw alfalfa sprouts that sabotage your medications, inflame your arteries, or invite infections. You've also discovered heart-safe allies like sautéed Swiss chard, roasted beets, sweet peppers, cooked leeks, and steamed green beans. At Quality Senior Living, we're not just sharing advice, we're handing you the tools to live fiercely past 80. Let's distill these lessons into actionable steps, ignite your resolve, and ensure your heart beats strong for the moments that matter most. Don't let a single bite steal your legacy. Act now with unwavering purpose. First, raw spinach undermines blood thinners, risking deadly clots. Clara's stroke scare from daily spinach smoothies showed how vitamin K1 can neutralize warfarin, per a 2024 Journal of Cardiology study. Action: replace raw spinach with sautéed Swiss chard. Cook with garlic and lemon 3 times weekly to support your heart safely. Consult your doctor about dietary changes to align with medications. Starting today. Second, canned beets are a sodium trap, constricting arteries. George's swollen ankles from nightly servings revealed hypertension's grip, per a 2023 hypertension study. Action: swap canned beets for fresh roasted beets. Bake with rosemary twice weekly to lower blood pressure naturally. Check sodium labels on canned goods. aiming for under 100 milligrams per serving this week. Third, raw Jalapeños spark inflammation, stressing your heart. Maria's palpitations after spicy salsas highlighted capsaicin's dangers, per a 2024 cardiovascular research study. Action. Opt for roasted sweet peppers baked with olive oil and basil twice weekly to calm inflammation. Experiment with mild herbs like parsley to flavor meals, starting tomorrow. Fourth, raw onions clash with medications, causing dangerous lows. Frank's dizziness from onion-heavy sandwiches amplified his antihypertensive drugs, per a 2023 clinical pharmacology study. Action. Use cooked leeks sought with thyme 3 times weekly for stable blood pressure. Keep a food diary to track symptoms, sharing it with your doctor at your next visit. Fifth, raw alfalfa sprouts harbor bacteria, threatening heart infections. Ruth's listeria scare from sprouts risked endocarditis, per a 2024 infectious diseases study. Action. Choose steamed green beans, cook with garlic twice weekly for safe digestion. Wash all vegetables thoroughly and consider a small herb garden for fresh, safe flavor starting this month. These lessons are your heart's battle plan. Your heart isn't just an organ, it's the drumbeat of your life, pulsing through every laugh, every hug, every sunrise you've greeted. Raw spinach, canned beets, raw Jalapeños, raw onions, and raw alfalfa sprouts are not innocent. They're traitors, undermining your medications, tightening your arteries, or inviting infections. That could silence your rhythm. But sautéed Swiss chard, roasted beets, sweet peppers, cooked leeks, and steamed green beans are your champions, each bite a shield for your pulse. You're not powerless against age or illness. You're armed with choices. Every swap chard for spinach, beets for beets, greens for sprouts is a pledge to your future. Imagine a year from now, your energy soaring as you garden with your grandkids, your breath steady as you walk your favorite path, your heart strong as you share stories over dinner. This isn't a dream. It's a future you can build, starting with one meal today. This journey isn't about fear. It's about empowerment. You don't need to master nutrition or banish your favorite flavors. Small, intentional shifts can rewrite your story. Replace one harmful vegetable this week, whether it's steaming green beans like Ruth or roasting peppers like Maria. Notice how your body responds. Less bloating, steadier steps, clearer thoughts. Your heart isn't fragile. It's resilient, but it's pleading for your attention. The tragedy isn't growing older. It's believing you can't fight back. I've seen seniors like Clara, George, Maria, Frank, and Ruth reclaim their vitality. Fewer hospital visits, more laughter, boundless energy. You're not too late to join them. Your heart has beaten over 2 billion times, and it's still fighting for you. Honor it by choosing foods that heal, not harm, and watch your golden years glow with purpose. We need your voice to amplify this mission. If this video lit a spark, comment A below. If it missed you, comment B. We're here to improve. Share your takeaway. Which vegetable are you swapping? Like Clara with chard or Ruth with beans? Your story could ignite another senior's transformation, building a community of strength at Quality Senior Living. Hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell to stay armed with life-saving tips. Share this with a loved one over 60. Your share could be their turning point. Your support fuels our fight to make every heartbeat count. This isn't just a video, it's a revolution for your heart. I've held the hands of seniors who whispered, "I wish I'd known sooner," their eyes heavy with regret. Don't let that be you. Every roasted beet, every steamed green bean, every sautéed leaf is a brick in your fortress of health. You're not too old to change. You're too alive not to. Dr. Eric Topol, a cardiology pioneer, declares, precision Nutrition can extend senior lifespans by a decade, preserving heart strength. Ignore your plate, and you're signing away years you could have claimed. Thank you for joining us at Quality Senior Living. Your heart is your legacy guarded fiercely. Watch our next video to keep your pulse thriving and your years vibrant. See you soon, warriors.